welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Ent in Canada around the world. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm a fellow of Realty of Canada, broker of record for City Pro Realty Inc. brokerage. Tonight we picked up a topic: strategies for real estate professional to survive economic uncertainty. Today we have a global connectivity conference, which is 53rd conference that I am the host, Realty Coffee Talk. And we talk about these things, the issues and how we survive as a real estate professional, because the member of my group are certified international property specialists. So I thought it was a good idea to share the episode and content of my presentation today with you. So let's talk about is that in times of economic instability that we face, real estate professional must innovate, and remain resilient. Since global is local, the market fluctuations in one region can impact others, making it essential to stay proactive. Here are the key recommendations to navigate challenges and thrive. So I converted these different topics into in my real estate presentation. One was diversify your portfolio and services. So explore, as a real estate professional, explore different property types. If you are residential, commercial, industrial, or rental properties. If you are normally dealing with buy and sell of a residential home, you may want to look into commercial or industrial, or even rental, commercial or residential. So these are the options that you need to explore, and offer ancillary services like property management, real estate consulting, and investment advisory if you have specific licenses or jurisdiction. You may need to get a proper license to provide certain services. So this is very, very important. But these are the options that you have, that you can seek your extra knowledge, certification, or licensing in order to give that, to diversify your services. And consider global opportunities, cross-border transaction, foreign investor networks. And this is for CIPS that I had. When we have a client who is traveling out of the country to a jurisdiction which is not covered in your license area, you may refer to a partner. This is why I created global real estate professional network. Therefore, we are making referral. Even in Canada, my license is in Ontario. If I create a network, and good thing is if you are a fellow of Realty of Canada, member of REIC, they have chapters across Canada. They are part of the same REIC. You must be a FRI, fellow of Realty of Canada, or a certified real estate specialist, or other designation. You are CPM, and you can network with them. And this is why it's very important to join an institution that has a network. And this is very important that you consider that to generate more income. Now, number two, strengthen financial resilience. That's number two. For as an individual, as a real estate professional, we have expenses. So number one that I would consider that you reduce your unnecessary expenses and maintain cash flow buffers. As a real estate professional, we don't get paid. We depend on our income, and because of market conditions, we're struggling. So therefore, we need to cut down our expenses. This means maybe switching from broker to the other broker. Yes, why not? Because we're working from home. You don't need an office. You can work from your home and go and perform the service. So it depends on that. But at the end of the day, you need to cut down your expenses. Obviously, you have to join a brokerage. Renegotiate contracts, lease vendor agreements to lower costs. Now, renegotiate contracts. It's a contract between you and the brokerage, or you have a client who has a lease agreement or vendor agreements. You try to negotiate them. A rent tenant and a landlord and tenant relationship, you may ask them that your client is not able to handle expenses, so they maybe help them to negotiate a deal to reduce the cost. And this is where you come back, and what you're doing is you're reducing the cost of your client, who's a tenant, for example, or a landlord, and therefore you get compensated. Now, the focus on high margin sale deals. That means you are not focusing on volume based transactions. The high margin deals, which could be a buy and selling an industrial unit, warehouse, commercial, plaza, where you get the more money as compared to residential, where there's a tough competition amongst our own people. And this is why it's very, very important to think about your strengthening your financial resilience, because you are trying to reduce expenses, generate more income, and you look for that. And number 3, real estate presentation, we have leverage technology and digital tools. This is very, very important. If you are in real estate and you don't use virtual tours, AI-driven analytics, and CRM system to enhance efficiency, then you are behind the queue, because you need to adopt the new method and technology, since transformation happened after the pandemic started. So that means we have reaches beyond, you have virtual 24/7 presence, and this is why it's very, very important to have that. Expand your digital marketing, social media, search engine optimization, targeting ads to reach global buyers. Global is local. People are migrating to Canada. They want to buy a property here, and when they land here, they will have a legal permanent status, PR status. Therefore, they're your client. If you advertise and people who are immigrating to Canada with a permanent residency, you are seeking those potential before they even land Canada. You already created global connectivity with them. And this is why it's very, very important to talk about technology. How can you read it? Because you can only reach it through digital technology or social media, because technology you have to leverage. Adopt ProTech solution for smarter investment and client engagement. Real estate is an investment. When you are talking and attracting a buyer or a seller for personal use, or you investment property, those are client investing in smart way in real estate, and you have to engage our client to educate them, because you're a competent professional, you have a knowledge, you have a skill, and this is why it's very, very important to adopt the technology and tools that's available to you. And we have done a digital marketing episode on Awaz Ent. It's on our realtycoffeetalk.com, or you can go to at YouTube at the rate of Realty Coffee Talk. There is a called digital marketing, a episode that I shared. Watch that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. There are 497, 98 episodes: buying real estate, buying and selling real estate, mortgage financing, and building a legal SCRA licensed builder home, custom home for your client. So you learn from that. So this is very, very important for you to do that. Now, number 4, we talk about is build stronger client relationship. You know why the client will come back to you? If you have strengthened your relationship with the client. They depend on you, they rely upon you, because you are a reliable person, you are honest, you are professional, you have provided a valuable service to your client, they come back to you. So number one out of this is provide value through marketing insight. So you must know the market when you are serving a client, and you discuss and insight what's going on, what the trend and predictions are. We did episode on Awaz Entertainment. You go watch them on realtycoffeetalk.com or YouTube as the data Realty Coffee Talk. Because this is why I have repeat clients. And financing option, I am a principal broker of Canada Express Mortgage, license number 13241. We provide a turnkey solution. If they come for us for real estate, they need financing. I'm a principal broker. I'm a broker for real estate. So we give them a solution. If we can provide solution, we will make them recommendation to other brokerage that provide a solution to avoid any conflict. And we disclose everything. And also risk assessment. As a part of being a real estate broker or a broker of record and mortgage broker, principal broker, risk assessment is very key for your success. Not only for yourself to produce best result, but also for your client. So under MBLA, we have know your client, KYC, know your client. That means we need to know everything about our client before we form an opinion. And then next one is know your product. What service you are offering to your client. So same principle, knowing your client, knowing your product. That product in this real estate is a house. They want to buy. They give you basic information, what they need, location, size, and then their budget. And you are working toward that, knowing your product. This is why when you investigate and do due diligence, because that's our fiduciary duty to perform due diligence under TRESA, we are assessing the risk to make sure our client can buy it, maintain it, and make the payment without any default. And this is why it's very important to have a meeting with your client and do a budget. And we have done that in many, many discussions that we have in our episode. Second, focus on trust and transparency to retain client during downtime. Remember, when everything is going well, everybody needs you. And when things get tough, what we are going through right now for the last year and this year, only trust and transparency that you have developed to retain your client, and particularly during the downtime. We are very blessed. I'm very blessed. We have a repeat client. They know that. I work very hard for them day and night. Protect their interest. That's our legal obligation, moral obligation, ethical obligations, professional obligation. Protecting consumer interest. Their interest is our priority. Our services circle around the trust to protect consumers, and they're keeping their mind in their best interest, because that's our fiduciary duty. Number 3, networking relentlessly. You need to network. And Realty Coffee Talk, that's the power of connectivity. I started 10 years ago. We came on Awaz Entertainment on 5 March 2020, and we're now 5 year plus, and we are serving. And not only we do that, we have a network, various networks that I have created, social Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Why? To engage, educate, and energize consumer and the client. They become your client. Join Global Real Estate because it was intended for a global association and online forums. Not only global, because if somebody is coming from overseas to Canada, how would they need you? How do you reach out to them if you are not present online? And this is why virtual presence is important, because 24/7, you are not there, but you are there. You're physically not there, but your profile is there. People see it. You have videos, you have information about you. You build your brand. The social media is not about business, building brand. And when you have your brand, people will attract you. They attract you. We have a Google 5-star. CD Pro Realty has a 5-star rating on Google for our services with buying and selling real estate. So this is very, very important for you to pay attention. Number 5, adopt market trend. Monitor shift in demand, that is remote work, driving, suburban, rural demand. So how many of our clients who are in IT industry, they will go downtown Toronto to go and work? No, it has changed since pandemic came. Business has transformed. We no longer do conventional way of doing business. It's technology. So we adapt. So we need to know the trend. I have a client that I sold their houses, units in condominium in Toronto and moved them 1 hour drive away from Mississauga, for example. And they're happy because they're IT. They don't need to go to the office. And they bought a house instead of an apartment they sold. Same price they got. They bought a big house, detached home, with everything, brand new. And this is why it's very important. You need to know who wants to drive or work remotely, or what is the rural demand? People want to work, walk to work to the work, or do they want to drive? And this you have to search that and create that target area. Targets recession-resistant niches, affordable housing and rental market. Why? When you have a high value homes, you know the qualification, affordability issues, people are not buying it. Prices go down, and there are few clients who buy luxury home, 2 million and up. Prices have gone down. But if you are working on affordable housing, which every family needs it, if the young couple live in an apartment, they move to a townhome because they have a family they want to start, or they already have a kid. They need a place, backyard for the kids to walk, or playground. They will go from a apartment to a townhome, or townhome to a semi-detached home, or maybe detached home, depends on the financial capacity, capability of a client. So you need to look into that affordable housing where everybody wants. So everybody jump from townhome to semi to detached home. Maybe it's 1 garage, not 2 garage. It may be 1,500 square feet, not a 2,000 square feet, or maybe up. So these are the areas you have to assess and analyze and spend some time on it. You just cannot think that this is happening. You go to Korea website through your own Toronto Regional Real Estate Board sale data. You can analyze that, what's going on. You go to Geo Warehouse, you can see what's going on, what is sold privately, what is on the MLS system. And you have a networking with other friends who are member of another board that is not covered with the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. And you can share information to help each other. Obviously, rental market. I have done some rental of myself this year because I need the money to pay for the bills. Nothing stops. Now, you need to also understand global economics. Policy affects the local markets. When you have a global economy, global is the local. And when those decisions are made south of the border, it affects our industry as well. You know what commerce, trade, wars were going on. And this is in the national interest of every country. Every country wants to do best for their nation, for their people. So is we as a Canadian. We all do the same thing. So therefore, you have to read that. You have to understand the policies and how it affects your business, what you're doing right now. This is very, very important for you to spend some time, educate yourself, and we continue to talk about this. We're going to take a short break and we will come back and continue our conversation on strategy for real estate professional to survive economic uncertainties.
अगर आपको दुबई या मिडल ईस्ट नुमा जेवरात की तलाश है तो आपको दूर जाने की बिल्कुल जरूरत नहीं। आज ही हमारे मिसिसागा रिजवे स्टोर तशरीफ लाइए। अल करम ज्वेलर्स। हमारे पास सोने के बेहतरीन कंगन, कड़े, झुमके, हार और सोने के सेट्स भी दस्तयाब हैं। शादी हो या मेहंदी या कोई भी फंक्शन, आपकी पसंद के तमाम जेवरात आपको हमारे स्टोर में मौजूद मिलेंगे। आज ही हमारे स्टोर पर तशरीफ लाइए। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, 3465 प्लैटिनम ड्राइव, यूनिट 99, मिसिसागा, या फिर कॉल करें 905-828-0009। अल करम ज्वेलर्स, फरमाइश आपकी, गारंटी हमारी।
डिक्सी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस, जहां आपकी तमाम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स और अप्लायंसेस की जरूरियात पूरी होंगी। हमारे पास आपको हर टॉप ब्रांड मौजूद मिलेगा, चाहे वो वर्लपूल हो या एलजी, सैमसंग हो या जनरल इलेक्ट्रिक्स। हम इन सब के ऑथराइज्ड डीलर हैं। आइए और हमसे 5 स्टार खिदमत का लुत्फ उठाइए। हम आपको तमाम अप्लायंसेस सबसे बेहतर और सस्ते दामों पर फराहम करेंगे, ये हमारी गारंटी है। विजिट आवर वेबसाइट www.dixieelectronics.ca या फिर हमें कॉल कीजिए 905-625-5900. At Dixie Electronics and Appliances, we sell quality and deliver confidence.
HK Movers, home, offices, apartments and delivery, big or small, we move it all.
HK Movers.
Local and long distance, we also ship cars, Keller transport and moving services.
For service with a smile, give us a call.
Call Mr. Harminder 416-524-6704.
416-524-6704 पे.
Visit 140 Advance Boulevard, Unit number 10, Brampton.
Long distance moving specialist.
HK Movers. HK Movers.
Hello, welcome to Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Ent in Canada, around the world. My name is Tahir Qureshi. I'm a fellow of Real Estate of Canada and broker at Facility for Realty Brokerage. We're talking about strategies for real estate professional to survive economic uncertainty. So, sixth segment that we talk about is real estate presentation was upskill and stay agile. Take courses in negotiations. You need to sharpen your skill. There is a fantastic course with the Realty Institute of Canada called Consumer Behavior and Negotiating. You need to learn about that. Improve your skills. I'm an instructor with the REIC. And this is a course, part of the Fellow of Realty Institute of Canada, because I have a designation with the Realty Institute of Canada. This is amazing. So we are negotiating now. Before you used to have so many leads coming to you. Now you need extra skill set. How you do that? You upgrade yourself, knowledge. And you need to learn about distressed property sales. How do you search properties, the power of sales or distressed properties through your Toronto Real Estate Board MLS system? You need to learn that. Or international real estate. You have a client, they want to buy property in Dubai, England, Germany, California, New York, Germany, France. You come to me. Because I am a CIPS. I have a global real estate professional network. By having a designation from NAR, and also I'm instructor with NAR to teach CIPS courses. So creating this global network, I have created connectivity. So anywhere you want to buy, I cannot go out and buy property internationally. I have a CIPS who are a member of my Global Real Estate Professional Network. I refer to them. We signed for referral agreement. They give me a referral fee. There is a due diligence requirement because consumer expects you to, when you are recommending someone, that you're going to get some compensation, referral fee. So what is the best idea? To get the designation CIPS and make your network, and then you will make money. I have right now over 405, I believe, CIPS who are within my global real estate profession network, a private network on Facebook. And we meet today. We did a 53rd Global Connectivity Conference, consecutively 53 months. And we are continuing. People join or not join. People come 1 person, 2 person, you're still connecting with people. You never know, some friend that you have dealt with, or a client that worked with you, they want to buy a property somewhere else. And you say, listen, I make a refer to you the person who has a CIPS designation, member of NAR, they have a consumer protection law, they follow the strictly laws and jurisdiction, and I will get a piece of the pie. And you make recommendation. Sometimes you have multiple partners in jurisdiction in Florida or New York. So you pick and choose the best person to make a recommendation, fill out the form and send it to them. And your client will have a representation, an international representation, and you get the piece of the pie. Learn about alternative investments. REIT or crowdfunding. REITs. You need to learn about this alternate investment opportunities that people have. People buy the property, residential, commercial, industrial, and many alternative investment opportunities available. So you need to learn about those by attending courses. You talk to Real Estate Institute of Canada, mention my name, they will help you, and you get the training. And you need to be ready to pivot strategies as market conditions change. Market conditions change. You remember that many people bought the property from the builder, they ignored real estate professionals, they did not get the advice. When it came time of closing after 3 years, prices went down. You know how many people are defaulting and how have defaulted on townhome, detached home, semi-detached home, and they're suffering because value went down. If they have spoken to me, I would have predicted that based on the data, or any professional who have a knowledge about how to forecast the trend and predictions. We never thought that the Bank of Canada will immediately increase the interest rate. Affordability become an issue. But when you are dealing with a profession who have a lot of designation, experience, knowledge, because knowledge is power, and those we have protected. I have many clients where I have not helped. I told them not to buy any property. Wait for the opportunity. I lost sales in certain period, but I gained the confidence of those clients, and they bought me when market was right for them. And I survived. And this is where the relationship will become an issue for you. Do people trust you? Do you have a trusted relationship with your client? They're there. It takes a little effort to maintain a relationship with your existing client than to securing or building a new client. You need to invest time, money, and so many effort. So focus on your client that you have. This is very important. Number 7, collaborate and form strategic partnership. I encourage everybody. Partner with the financial advisor, mortgage agent, legal experts, and contractors for added value. As you know, I own real estate brokerage. I have a license. I'm a principal broker, Canada Express Mortgage. I have a license. I'm a SCRA licensed builder and vendor, license number B63247. So either you want to buy or you want to build. We have resources to help you. If we're not able to help in terms of financing, we have huge network. We'll refer to a client, a brokerage that can provide a service to you. So building a partnership is very important. And you recommend your client to legal advice. You have a friendship with them. You create a network, and you are writing an offer, a presentation, and there are some challenges there, assignment clause, or some other things that your client is assuming, investment property versus principal property home. When you buy from builder, lots of builders know that they go to CRA to collect that $25,000 or rebate, whatever is entitled to, and then you are buying as investment property. The builder will have to charge you that money. And obviously there are more programs, as you know, that there is GST, HST benefit the federal government has announced. So you need to look into that each time when you're doing something. And you have a partnership with that mortgage agent, mortgage broker, and legal advice, and contractors. When you see a house, a paint shop, plumbing, electrical, people are parked in front of a house doing a stucco work, either the owner is investing money to improve the value of the property, curb appeal, or they are ready to put a property in the market. So by having a connectivity with the contractor who's involved with the home renovation, building legal basement, we, Dixon Construction Inc., we're a licensed builder, but we do legal basement. We also do home improvement. And if you ever have any need for that, you can call our office 905-569-9939, and we will give you a turnkey solution. We arrange financing, we design, we secure building permit, we complete the construction, and give you the occupancy permit. This is why it's very important to create the network and build relationship with your contractors. If somebody needs your HVAC breaks down and they call you because you have a data, call the HVAC guy, hey, here's the number. If you have 3 of them, give them 3 numbers, because you are not asking for any money. You're not taking a referral fee. If that's the case, you have to disclose any benefit. There is a form that you have to use that, because benefit, you have to have a disclosure. Join forces with other agents and share resources and leads. Sometimes you don't have the expertise. You need a colleague to help you instead of losing a client, work with the people, share your commission, let them do the work. It's legal. Disclosure is important. And this is why you have designated representation. You can have 2 designated representation if you have a buyer client, a seller client, whatever. When it comes to multiple representation, obviously one is representing the buyer, one is representing the seller. This is very important that you do that. And when you're sharing RICO information guide, I think, and you explain all those scenarios to the buyer, it's very, very important for you to do that. But it's very important to use expert. If you have never done waterfront properties, you don't have idea about zoning, you don't have any idea about the setback, the buffer zone, and you end up buying a property where your client wants to build something, they cannot build it because they're not familiar with that. So why don't you work within your own brokerage? If not, cooperate with a brokerage that has experience. And we get referred a lot of like that, and we work with the professionals to make sure we are compensating. There is a proper procedure. You have to sign a letter from your brokerage to the other brokerage to make a referral, and you agree to what terms, how much commission you want to make and forth. And this is very important for you to do that. So at the conclusion, economic uncertainty demand flexibility, innovation, and a proactive mindset. So you show flexibility in terms of timing, scheduling, accommodating your client, innovation, because your technology, you are sending everything now electronically, even e-signatures, everything. And you're proactive, not reactive, proactive. You're looking to solve the problem for other people. And that's your mindset. Mindset makes a difference. By diversifying income stream, you have been buying and selling homes. Maybe you are a buyer, not seller. Maybe you focus on selling also. So you need to diversify your income streams and see where you are potentially able to do that, whether residential, commercial, industrial, or selling or buying, whatever. And you have to look at that. Look at the data. This is why the TREB has a market watch every month. They give you data. Embrace technology and maintain strong client relationship. Adopt technology by communication with your client and embrace technology and strong client relationship. Relationship is very important in any business. Real estate profession cannot only survive, but also position themselves for long-term success by adopting technology and building relationship. In a connected world, thinking globally while acting locally is the key to resilience to survive. Thank you for watching Realty Coffee Talk on Awaz Ent in Canada around the world. We air our program every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can go to realtycoffeetalk.com or go to my YouTube channel at Realty Coffee Talk and watch. There are 497, 98 episodes about real estate. We have done a lot of awareness, building consumer confidence in real estate, buying, selling, and building illegal homes in the Ontario. So if you wish to advertise on Awaz Entertainment, please call 1647 484 0018. There is a special package for you guys. You can advertise 24/7 on our channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Bye for now. May God bless you all. May God bless Canada. Bye for now.